Bryn, have I ever told you you're a genuinely impressive person?
Thanks. What brought that on?
Oria told me the story about you joining the band. Sounds like your last one was awful, but you stuck with it.
In comparison, joining Oria's group was like that first nice day after a brutal winter.
That's probably more relatable if I grew up in a mountain pass, huh?
No feeling like it. Temperatures that would have felt awful in autumn feel like a summer's day. And there's this endless, soft, watery trickle of everything melting.
Sounds incredible. Think you'll go back?
I mean, I did say I was going to go back. Should I tell him I miss my parents? I'm not in a rush. So... I don't know.
That's an academic question. We've got no way out. But I'd like to stay a while. If things ever calm down. Perhaps explore this place more.
So long as you're sure you'd be happy.
No, so this is my flirting with him, which I've already made my choice. I don't want to flirt with him. So if I want to flirt with him, I'd say I want to explore with him. If I weren't happy, I'd just leave. Tell him so. But that just seems so brash. Like, I don't want to flirt with him, but this just seems kind of mean and weird to say. If I weren't happy here, I'd just leave. Tell him that. But I don't want to flirt.
It's where my head's at, for the moment. But we'll cross that bridge when we come to it.
Entirely reasonable. You have a long road ahead of you before that becomes a pressing question.
I mean, I say that, but I'm pretty sure I flirted with Lane, didn't I?
Teams are already working on the recovery of that chest you found.
Think we'll get lucky and it'll be the Scries?
I'm allowing myself a glimmer of hope. All the research we did says it's possible.
I think it's impossible because scries are huge and that chest was small.
I heard you and Sola confronted Sev in the hold. Everything, go well?
Sola did most of the talking. Handled it well. And then she used his full name to make her point.
Oof, poor guy. Well, whatever's happening, it's got the Eye excited. He's been moving supplies to the Grand Gate, and Sev's been seen down there too. It's a loom gate large enough for the Great Arcs. I'm still not sure why. He's seconded some enchanters and crafters and sworn them to secrecy. They basically live in a camp down there.
Might be trying to repair it. Sev has a knack for understanding how to do that kind of thing.
Yeah, but why? It bothers me no one seems to know except the Eye.
So much talk for you, Eric.
Oh, hey. I heard about you and Kasmin.
Yeah. We're really happy.
So she's doing okay, overall?
Had a rough spell, but she's doing so much better.
I heard the outline of it, but didn't want to pry. I'm really glad to hear she's good and that you're happy.
Yeah. So yes, those were our 3 romance options. And I think I chose correctly. It would have been Kasmin, Lane, you last, to be fair, just so we're aware.
When we first met at the harness, you were very brusque. All of you, and so on. How come?
Snap decision. I was there to warn you and suddenly my earpiece activated. Someone was watching me on the scry.
You think it was the Eye?
I do. He'd made some comments about previous off-the-books expeditions I'd done, such as the one where I slipped your band a warning about the flood. So, I kept up the front as best I could.
Do you need to sneak around him a lot.
To get things done, I often have to cut through all the rules and limitations. For example, your help is making things happen. The Eye's planning something, but no one's telling me what. I'm not sure the Spindle or the Axle even know. I'd guess we're all going to be handed orders and expected to deliver on a moment's notice. The Eye always claims he's protecting the people by sharing on a need-to-know basis. What do you make of it?
I mean, I don't know. I don't mind saying things. I just said that you were my third choice of my three choices. But yeah, certain things don't need to be shared, depending on what they are. I don't think the Eye should be keeping any secrets.
It really depends. Leaders have to make a call of how much information can be too much. My mother always said that perspective prevents panic. Not everyone has the right context to understand things might not be as dire as they seem when bad news spreads.
How do you decide who has enough perspective then?
I don't know. It is kind of a feeling thing. You know everyone's gonna freak out. You gotta slowly give information. What was it? It was something I was listening to earlier today. It was about talking about a movie and like why didn't they tell everyone that blah 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 was gonna happen? Because if you tell everyone at once something's gonna happen, everyone's gonna panic. And if everyone's panicking, no one's focusing on the right task. So you tell who needs to know so that while you're there working on fixing the problem, then you slowly tell the other people who don't need to know yet so that not everyone's freaking out. So it's a feeling thing.
I don't think it's a one-time decision. What people can handle varies by circumstance and timing. Not that I have to do this much, but if it were me, I'd focus on getting to know the people in my circle.
Read the room. Determine what each person can deal with.
With an eye to what would let them do their best, without causing a panic or stress.
That would let people grow in what they could handle over time, too. Valid. You've given me a lot to think about. I should get back to looking over these reports, though.
Okay, we can now move on with Unraveled. Hold on, I didn't read it. Consult with Erikim about the spindle in the base camp. So, collaborating with Isla didn't go according to plan. She seems less willing to speak with me than ever. I have no idea how we'll bring her to on our side now. Maybe Eric has some insights. After all, he was the one that suggested I reach out to her about the ARCs in the first place. Could it be that he's not her real father?
Sounds like your work with Ilo was a smash success.
Not exactly. She seems less willing to talk to us than ever.
Yeah, I wouldn't be so sure of that. She sent me here with a secret message, after all.
She did? What about?
Ilo wants you to go to the Archon's hearth. It needs to be at night, though. She'll sneak away from Cassidon's hold to guide you on the scry here. She wants you to collect Archon parts that may be hard to spot without her help.
There's only one Archon I haven't fully killed, but I've killed all three. What is it?
I don't think I've been to the Archon's hearth yet. Where is it exactly?
You've been pretty close to it.
I have?
Wow. You've forgotten our introduction so fast.
I take it that's where the cavern near the harness leads.
Correct.
So what is it exactly?
The Archon's hearth is where all arcs were created. We lost control of it almost immediately after the Surgeborn appeared. Not that we had much use for it. The Surge hit it hard, and most of the Weavers who knew how to build arcs died as a result. But all the materials to build arcs are still there. Hence, the Spindle wants you to go.
our first introduction was you spying on me while I was sleeping. Could be the reason why you're my third choice. Just saying. What's she looking for?
What parts does Isla want me to collect?
There'll be 3 what's-its, 4 who's-its, and maybe a thingy or 2?
For a guy delivering secret messages, you're not really a detailed note-taker, are you?
I glazed over when she started listing the parts, and, well, we decided her sneaking out to guide you on your scry was the best course of action. Besides, even if we knew what the parts were called, there's a lot of junk down in the Archon's Hearth. It wouldn't be easy to spot on your own.
Dom could probably point them out. But okay. Is she gonna get in a lot of trouble?
The Eye, well, her father, was livid when I brought her the resonance. Couldn't Isla get in trouble for sneaking out?
I know. Oh, she's never been cooler. But yes, she could absolutely get in trouble for this. We should make it a quick trip.
Got it.
Well, thanks, buddy.
I appreciate you being the middleman, Eric. Sounds like I'd better get to the Archon's Hearth.
Enjoy the trip. I hear it's toasty when you get deeper in. It is basically a giant forge for arcs, after all.
Okay. So is this the first time where I should have heat resistance? Because so far, the fire isn't too bad. Some lovin'. Have I earned the right to upgrade any more stations? No. So... look at all of that wood. We'll worry about that later. We're pretty stacked. Gotta sleep till nighttime. Let's go ahead. Wait, is that my training post? Considering that I can't swing a weapon or fire a bow, odd that I have those at all. Okay. Hi. Archon's Hearth. There's only 5 locations. Kinetic magic affects most objects. So we're gonna probably be introduced to a new creature. Archon's Hearth, Flamin' Forge. Oh, it's Oh! That explains why there's still arcs existing. There's one that's making them.
The Spindle just arrived. She's here to guide your expedition on the Scry.
Please, call me Isla. I'll direct you to the Archon parts we need.
Hard to believe you actually came. Worried you'll get caught sneaking out?
Please. It's hardly my first time out of the hold.
Ah, you're gutsier than you let on.
So it's called the Arc of the Forge. Poor little doggo. Okay, fine. Oh, I have to have some kind of magic, though. Got that one. Moving on. Shoulder pauldron. Arm. What do we got here? Tapestry hub. The amount of magic flowing through here must be staggering. A face? So it's a face we haven't met yet. It's more of a feline face. So that's probably the one that's on. The arc of. So we've seen this foot though. The foot goes to the living fire. That's the one that's probably on the other guy. Little buddy. Oh, I didn't even read what we have to collect. We have to gather 2 otoliths in the carapace chamber, a schema tome in the arcane foundry. There's a plan here. Fractured hand spurs, manifold. Archon armor in the resonant fields, and a carapace in the emergence gate. Y'all know there's a face just right over here if we need one of those, right? Probably just grab that.
The manifold contains most of the complex and large machinery in Archon's heart.
Thanks. It's a resonant field. Oh, it's just a chest. Alright. Wait, why are you guys here? That implies there's an Ark of the Living Flame here. Focusing device, enchanted to withstand surprising amounts of magic. Oh, they lived. It's not well. Other than the chest, is there any reason to go down there? I don't think so. Okay, what am I looking for in this place? Archon armor. I didn't even see that. I can see over there, though.
You're approaching the stockpile of arc armor. I'll need you to collect a few pieces for me.
You just asked for one. I'll make that-
Resonant Fields is where the Enclave farmed much of its coral.
Just want to make that clear. You only asked for one. Yes, I could just throw them off, but if I can kill them, I might as well kill them. So I'm not just chucking every enemy off the map. Oh. Stabbed my buddy.
Got the armor.
How's that armor gonna fit on this guy? I guess it could just be a small arc. The only reason I'm throwing him is so I can explore. But I guess there's nothing here. There is a fast travel point over there, though. There's our buildy boy.
Stones that allow the arcs to sense the environment around them.
Okay.
On a functioning arc, you'll see them placed in paired sockets in their head.
So, the Ark's eyeballs?
Well, in appearance, otoliths certainly look like an arc's equivalent to our eyes, but they're also used for balance and sound perception. So, functionally, otoliths act as both eyes and ears.
Right, sounds good. Now that I know I can pull the doors off these, I'm probably missing out on seeing things. Did you kill him? Sorry, they were having a conversation. That's why I couldn't help you in the fight. Hey, big boy. Oh! Where'd you go? Did I accidentally chuck him off the map? I think so. Sorry. Okay, one of the things I need is right here. Yeah, I was trying to pull these doors off. Looking for secrets. Ow! I keep dropping it on my own head. Because I let go of the L button. And that negates the magic. Okay, well, I'm gonna do what I was gonna do first, which was cross the bridge and get this handled. Oh, wait, I can't kill you because you're one of the freaking white armored ones. You're just dead. He's the one I'm trying to throw off the building. He's the more annoying guy to fight. Come here. It's easier to kill with my armor, but man, am I slow. Oh, I slide when I dodge. Instead of dodging, I just slide. Figure skating. Actually kind of nice. Turn that on. I don't know, man. Anytime you see lava, there's typically one of two Easter eggs in it. A hand reaching up with a thumbs up, or a golden ring. I see neither. Dude, you didn't even come over and help me. You're just over here freaking dancing. Yeah, you got the moves, but come on, man. Where were you at?
The carapace chamber must be where each arc was fitted for its plating.
Okay, good to move on. Sorry, I want to make sure you guys get your time to dialogue here. Getting a new bro, one that'll help me.
Forge, built to equip Archons. Watch out for that hammer.
Thanks, man. Really. Oh. Really gave me information I needed. Watch out for that hammer. You know, the one he's gonna hit you with. So what are we picking up here? Oh. Run into one of those.
Got the eyes and ears. Otoliths. You know what I mean.
Faded resonances. Dim now, but once carefully preserved copies of powerful strands. Bro, there's a guy down there that is one hit away from death. Take care of that. Why am I still hearing roars? Oh wait, there is some kind of creature out here, actually. Wow, no note here next to this bed? Quest is gonna send me here. Not gonna just put a bed here and not have anything. So yeah, Quest will send me here. Complex schema. Complex diagrams of enchantment upon enchantment. Incomplete, alas. March is the assembly line. The Arcane Foundry. Or I guess it's not the assembly line, it's where they march to leave. Oh, okay.
Arcane Foundry. Every Archon was assembled and enchanted here.
Oh, he coming. Oh, man.
On the shelves, you should find a tome titled An Enchanter's Guide to Governing Schemers.
Could I borrow it once you've finished?
Sure. I mean, from what I've heard, it's a dry read. It's just a basic introduction to enchanting the Ark's governing schemer, but...
Dry? Who in their right mind could possibly find that dry? Just nobody.
Oh my god, it's so bright. How many of these are there? Oh look, I'm where I need to be. Right? Is this one of the... Oh, this is the tome.
One book on something schemers, as requested.
And we have Flame Two-Hander. Go ahead and grab that. Still out there? Nope. We'll explore this way. He doesn't look like the one with the dog face. He's more of a bull. So does that mean there's another one? Oops. Just need to find the carapace at the emergence gate. I didn't even see it. It's the anvil. That's an elevator. You're headed this way. Don't worry, we'll fight
The
that.
march was the passage walked by great and small archons alike to reach wherever they were needed across the Enclave.
We'll fight that guy. So the cauldron is over here. Come here. Cauldron is this way. The emergence gate is... this way. Hey! Kill my little buddy? That's not cool, man. This is the emergence gate.
Up ahead, you'll find a stockpile of a thin material used for insulating magic. We call it...
Carapace.
Oh, you're familiar with it?
We used it to repair the magic leaking from the loom gate in the outskirts.
Oh, that's genius.
Get a fractured great helm right here at the emergence gate.
The emergence gate is one of several grand gates that was built to facilitate the transport of great archons. Apparently, it's no longer functional.
So this is where Sev and them are camping. Can I find the campsite? Got ourselves some elder husk. Oh, well, maybe I can still look over. Nothing here. Carapace. Couldn't I have just grabbed Carapace from any of the other broken bodies? Because it was just armor. It was just shattered armor. Also, this place doesn't look broken. What about it is broken? All four seem to be functional. Carapace at? Oh, right here. Okay. Him to pass. Oh, there are people inside. Oh, are you kidding me? Can you walk over here? Of course he can walk over here.
Easier to collect it this way the first time around.
That's everything we need. This will do wonders for my research. If only there was an ark I could try to repair, but alas.
We've got one here in the campsite. It's the one we followed through the veil.
What? Could you... Would you...
Need help carrying it to Cassidy's hole?
Thank you.
I'll meet you there with the parts.
Okay, now we just need to get out of here. Well, my buddy is angry. This way. This way. We have 2 more locations here. No, 1 more location here we didn't uncover. Wait, where's the original fast travel point that I came through? I don't see it anywhere on here. What? Oh, I have to travel home first. I keep forgetting that. I can't go straight to the Caston's Hold. Well, I guess that gives me the opportunity to do some talk, if anyone has any.
Remember my missing runner you found in the upper city?
One of the siblings with the hidden cache. I do.
Yes. One of my group heads got a little... paranoid. He's since been dealt with. Anyway, I have a conundrum. We recovered the body. Thank you for that, by the way.
I noticed there's no dead anywhere in the Enclave.
There were. Tens of thousands right after the Surge, and another wave after the Surgeborn attacks before Asylum. We found everyone we could and gave them rights. Took years. Anyway, the problem now is I have a dead runner who broke all kinds of rules, and I'm not entirely sure how to handle it. The group heads need to know this happened. That's a given. But do I tell all the scouts? They could learn something from it.
I mean, might as well be honest. I thought they were the good people. The dead scouts, the twins. Weren't they in the right? They were trying to prove that something was a lie, so they were trying to make up for it? I don't know. I would say be honest.
If I were you, I'd get in front of this. Word's going to get around eventually. If it hasn't already. Face it head on. Be honest. People will be concerned at first, but in the long run, they'll appreciate the transparency.
I hear you. Though, I wonder if this isn't the kind of thing that would be best kept to a small group. Anyway, that's my problem, not yours. Appreciate the advice, Bryn. Always good to get another perspective on these things. I just wish the siblings had talked to me before they felt they had to sneak around.
I mean, yeah. Apparently that was the wrong choice. I know it says there's no wrong choices, but that was clearly the wrong choice. It wasn't the answer he wanted. But I think it's better to just be honest and open. Go in, Caston's Hold. I mean, her father is right there. Hey, buddy.
That should do it.
That was incredible.
It was certainly exhilarating.
Are you okay?
Yes, it's just no small feat to power an arc manually. Even a smaller one like this. It takes a lot out of me. We still don't know how the Enclave was able to catalyze an arc's ability to absorb raw magic on its own. Weavers certainly weren't powering them the way I just did.
Still, what a leap forward.
Indeed. You have no idea what this means to me. Thank you for all your help.
Isla, what you did, I have to say, I'm impressed. Perhaps I misjudged your ambitions with the Arcs.
Perhaps. That is an understatement. You've never taken me seriously.
Isla, I'm trying to...
Just like you've never taken the Surgeborn seriously. I watched Bryn's expedition to the Underworks.
You left Cassidon's hold. That is against my direct orders.
Oh, just like you ordered to sweep hundreds of Surgeborn under the rug instead of actually doing something about them.
This is your doing, somehow. What have you done to turn my daughter against me?
Okay, at first I was like, oh, they're trying to make me feel bad for this guy. They're trying to make me have some sympathy. Like, oh, he's a good father. No, he's a piece of shit. I can force him to reveal the truth, chastise him, or reassure him that we don't need to be on opposing sides. See, like, it wants me to feel bad for him. Obviously, we should be avoiding hostilities as much as I want to kill him. But my boss doesn't want me to do hostilities, so I'm going to reassure him that we could still be a team.
No one is against anyone. Our Weaver Band is here to help, starting with getting the Surgeborn under control.
Bryn didn't do anything wrong. Working with her has shown me what I've always known, deep down. That you've sheltered me from the truth for too long. And that there are people who value the work I want to achieve.
Isla, this isn't like you. These Weavers have corrupted your mind, or...
Your lies are what's been messing with my head. After all, we both know that's not the only thing you've lied about.
As the Eye, it is my job to hide things from you, from everyone, for your protection. And that's all I've ever done.
I don't want to hear another word from you right now.
Isla.
Just go.
Wow. That can't have been easy.
It was a long time coming. I need to go process all that just happened. But thank you for everything. And when it comes to dealing with the Surgeborn, just know that from now on, I've got your back.
Good to hear. We're going to need it.
That finishes Unraveled. Start Intertwined.
You know, our lawkeeper would love to meet with some of the populace. They could record some oral histories. There must be thousands of stories of surviving the surge.
I'm sure your band is curious about our Hearthsiders, but that's out of the question.
Can I ask why?
Eyes orders. Your Weaver band is to be kept isolated from the populace. He believes that your presence would be disruptive to everyday life. I don't agree entirely, but you must understand this is a precarious situation. Even the scouts are isolated. Word from outside Cassidans has caused panic in the past.
Shame. But I understand.
The scouts are isolated basically means the upper class is separated from the working class. Okay.
I'm guessing Stanold family dinners have been awkward lately.
Try non-existent. I wanted to believe my father was a good person deep down, if driven by fear at times. Now, I just don't know.
Again, it's wanting me to feel bad for him because what he's doing for his people. But throwing other people under the bus for your people when we could all work together. Also, the fact that he let a bunch of people die so that he can get power. I don't want to feel bad for him, but she is his daughter until I find out otherwise, so...
Maybe he was doing what he thought was right. We're all capable of making mistakes, no matter how good our intentions are.
I don't see how his fears could have led him to lies this deep.
That's probably because you're braver than he is. You're ready to face the truth, no matter what it costs.
Thank you. And Bryn, my father might be willing to let the Surgeborn take over, but I'm not him. I'm with you until the end, whatever it takes.
All right, let's keep going.
Things between my father and I are maybe not improving, but shifting. He apologized for not taking my work seriously, and it seemed genuine this time.
Did he apologize for all the lying?
He's trying to make amends for that, in his own way. He's even brought me onto an enchanting project he's been working on. It's hard. Part of me wants the relationship we used to have back. A bigger part of me knows it's gone for good.
You're probably right that you can't go back. But if he loves you enough to atone, maybe there's a path for the two of you.
I know I need to keep my guard up for now. But truthfully, I want that more than anything.
Okay, your talk is done. Axel, baby. You had to have heard that conversation. Oh, really?
I left a few documents on your desk earlier. Have you?
Signed, sealed, and returned to your desk an hour ago.
I thought everything was starting to get better. Okay. Hey. How you doing?
You are the last person I wish to speak to right now.
What did I ever do to you?
My own flesh and blood isn't speaking to me because of you.
She's not speaking to you because you lied to her.
It was for her protection. Information is power, and I will protect her at all costs. Even from you, if I have to.
And what is that supposed to mean?
It means you will soon learn that we can handle our affairs well enough without your help.
We're in this echo chamber. She can hear everything you're saying to me.
Let me guess. You've come to ask me to apologize to your naive lawkeeper.
No?
No. Isn't that what self-proclaimed heroes do? Demand justice for your friends?
I would never ask Lane to waste their energy on a conversation with you again. Do I think how you spoke to them was a disgusting, brutish display? Absolutely. But justice doesn't come with an apology from you, does it?
They attacked my legacy. I merely put them in their place.
Exactly. Without remorse, an apology would just be posturing. No. Justice is served in the way Lane still chooses kindness every day, despite people like you trying to tear them down.
Their research tore me.
Justice is served in the way Lane gets to continue living as their wonderful, talented self. Whereas you have to keep living as yourself. As someone who is clearly in so much pain over his own existence, he needs to make other people feel small, so he can look big.
By the flames. Save your idealistic speeches for someone who cares.
So we agree. There is no need for you to ever speak to or about Lane again.
Our preferences align, then.
So he's okay with Lane being non-binary. He's not okay with the bird girl being in love with his daughter? So is that just because it's his daughter? Or is it a racial thing? Or is it he doesn't want his daughter to be gay thing? I don't know, I just found that a bit odd. I figured if he's gonna be a bigot, they'd go all out, but kudos on accepting Lane. Not kudos for not accepting... I forgot your name. I don't see it in my notes. The Axle. I'm sorry, I don't remember the bird's name. My bad. Is that you? It is. Hey, and now my Arkan friend is here. Okay, before we end this though, there's probably some talk back at base camp. Let's head back. So I don't know, maybe he's not a bigot. Maybe it's not that she's a bird, and maybe it's not he doesn't want his daughter to be gay. Maybe it's just he doesn't want his daughter to ever date. Sebastian?
So, what do you make of the Eye hiding the extent of the Surgeborn threat from his colleagues?
From what I can tell, the Eye wants the same thing as everyone else. Peace in the Enclave. He just has a different way of achieving it.
Right. But lying to his own daughter is hardly justified.
He didn't lie. He merely withheld information.
There isn't really a difference.
Sure there is. Lying is deceitful and often involves betrayal. But at times, secrets are needed for protection.
Who are his secrets protecting? Him or her?
Well, her, of course.
Sev, I'd be careful of people who withhold information. You don't know what they're keeping from you.
Exactly, buddy. Okay, so that is all that. We have finished Unraveled, and have unraveled their relationship.